So last time we spoke about the character, authentic self. Maybe this time we'll talk more about who you truly are. And maybe I can start with asking, what about your history, growing up, family environment, informed who you are today?
Family environment. Are you talking about household living?
Anything that you think that really shaped, the way you see the world, relating to others. We talked about anger, frustration, disappointment, but also the good things, whatever it is, the role models in your life that you've been taking, school, whatever you think.
Role models. My dad was a role model of mine. It's a couple of role models that I looked up to. My dad being one of them. A guy named Keith being another. Because I went to a school called Carmel Christian School.
In which way can you share? In which way what you took from them?
Well, I guess my dad was my role model because of how close I was with him. I watched my dad. I watched him, in order for me to go to daycare, I watched him be the janitor of that daycare. I watched my dad do that. I watched my dad fix things in order to provide for my brother and I. My mom did as well. My mom was more corporate, college and school and stuff. But I watched my dad do that, and that meant something to me.
What did it mean?
It meant that he would do whatever it takes to make sure his children have. And I do the same thing today with my kids. So that meant a lot to me, seeing my dad do that. I remember it was Denmark Daycare on North Street in St. John's. And I watched my dad sweep, mop, clean, fix things so we could be able to go to that school and he could pay the bills. That meant a lot. That was a role model. Keith Byer now, a guy named Keith, that's my dad. But Keith Byer, he was the son of the principal of a private school I went to. He was older. And that school disciplined me. I used to get beat in my hand with a belt. But I looked up to him because I just liked how he moved when it came to just, I'm growing up, I'm watching this man, all the ladies like him. He always figured out how to get to the bag or get money. And he took extra time to really communicate with me when it came to the school, like in my behavior, because I gave a lot of trouble as a kid.
What did you do?
I stole.
Okay.
I fought. I tried to hurt people. Well, when I would fight them, I would try to hit them with sticks and pipes and stuff. And it's crazy. I didn't listen. I rebelled a lot in school. Yeah. Gave a lot of trouble. I've been to 11 schools in my life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 11.
They kind of expelled you?
Expelled, transfer, different things like that. I think that it got worse as I got older, but when I was younger, I gave trouble. I went to a school I was at PS 221. I was there for 1 year. I bought a porn book to school, a little porn book. It was like a cardboard porn book. It's yellow, I'll never forget. I got it out of my mom's closet. I bought it to school. Then there was a kid. It was a kid that, because I kind of lied. I think I lied on him a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. It was a kid at PS 221, a bigger kid. And I had an issue with him. And I don't know if he was trying to let me see, let me explain it. This kid that I'm talking about. Okay. So there was this kid and he tried to don't know if he was picking on me. I don't want to say pick on me, but I think he was picking on me in like the first, second grade. PS 221. It's in Brooklyn. I think that I jumped down this. I think that he picked on me or tried to. I tried to fight him because I was in a class. I think I remember the teacher, Miss Lincoln's class. I was in an advanced program when I was younger. I tried to fight him. I think that he pushed me or I jumped down the stairs, and I think like I hurt my foot. But I also remember telling my mom about the situation, and my mom came up to the school and was yelling in the kid's face. I never forget that. It's kind of embarrassing for me. I didn't like it. Her intent was good, but I didn't like that. And that type of reaction that she gave carried on for a long time with me in my mind.
Well, what was it?
Well, approaching people for my problems. I mean, at that age, I mean, I'm probably like 7 years old, whatever, because I gave trouble before that too when I stabbed a kid in the nose with a nail clipper. I think his name was Zakeem. We went to Denmark daycare. My mom had to pay for the hospital bills there. She had to pay for his hospital bill.
Yeah.
I remember that. So then I go to PS 221, first grade. I have that situation. My mom is yelling at the kid. I told her what happened. But I remember he did something a couple of days ago, but when I hurt my foot, he didn't do anything to me. I jumped down off the stairs in the front.
Yes.
So my mom was yelling in her face. Her friend Joanne, I never forget, shout out to Miss Joanne, she was pulling her back out the kid's face. I didn't like that though.
Is that because you came with the idea that you need to take care of yourself rather than her mom being involved,
exactly,
supporting you?
Exactly, yeah. Even though she supported me at the time, I didn't like it, but I understood what she was doing, and that would carry on. So that happened, and then I went to a school called St. Gregory's, and I used to give a lot of trouble as a kid, and I would fight my brother. I would do things to him, and my mom would respond and discipline me, and shout out to her. But no, shout out to her. I love my mom, but I understand why she did what she did, because she almost signed me over to the court. I almost got emancipated, I think so. Like she almost signed me over to the court. That's how much trouble I gave her. And I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm just remembering certain issues that happened. So that happened with the kid. Then I went to St. Gregory's. I was always fighting my brother. My mother turned around and hit me. I ended up getting a bruise on my hand. I went to the school, and when I went to the school, I lashed out by giving troubles to the teachers.
Do you know, or what it gives you, or what did you get into a lot of trouble?
What do you mean?
Why did you get into trouble?
Why
did you act the way you acted?
Oh, I don't know. Why did I don't know. I mean, like, I remember being in third grade at St. Gregory's and the teacher holding me and pulling me, and I'm pulling, and the teacher falling on the floor. And I also remember making out in the third grade and trying to do things with this girl. I think her name was Darla. I didn't forget it. In the closet. I was so mean to her in class, but all the time I would go in the closet and try to make out and do things with this girl. That's something else that stuck out. All the time. I was so mean to her, and I was extremely active as a kid. Like, when I think about it, just trying to do things and trying things and being a boy. So I remember doing that, being mean to a girl in the fourth grade, and being mean, and then going in the fourth grade, not third, sorry, fourth grade. Being mean and going in the closet and trying to make out with this girl all the time. And then The teacher fell. I made the teacher fall when she was holding me. Then my dad found a school called Carmel Christian School. And that's a school that when you sign over permission for them to beat you. And I used to get beaten there. But I appreciate that school and that school meant a lot to me because that school paid extra attention. That school embodied the theory that it takes a village to raise a child. Even though they beat me and people were like, oh, you beating kids, but that school meant a lot to me from 5th to 8th grade. And if I was able to do high school there, I would have. It was just the people that cared, the people that took their time, they understood. And I think that more when I think about it, if you ask me why I gave trouble, maybe it's for attention.
Okay, that's a good observation or analysis. And I think even previously you share, kids are doing certain things for a couple of things.
Yeah.
Most of the time that they have certain kind of needs, but they don't know necessarily how to express it constructively, to speak about it in a gentle way. So sometimes we're getting into trouble to get an attention. Sometimes it's cool, you know, to show up, to be the clown of the class, to beat other people. In some environments, I mean, it's gain respect.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even scaring people that wants to hurt us, so they are not going to hurt us again, or whatever it is. So, what was it for you? I mean, one of them you mentioned, okay, to get attention. Yes.
I mean, my dad didn't live with us, but I was close with him. My mom did the best that she can do, but my mom was a workaholic. I mean, she just got out the military, had us. My mom would always work, and then she would do whatever she had to do to provide for us. And I remember being mad at her as a kid as far as, and that's a whole other story, but just time and stuff like that. But that wasn't my mom. And as I got older, I respected what she did and I understood what she did. You know what I mean? I can't no longer hold that against her because she paved the way for me to be who I am today.
Of course.
She did the best what she can do with the cards that she was dealt. Now, when you're a child in the midst of that, you don't respect that. You don't understand that. I didn't understand that as a child. You know what I mean? We fend for ourselves in the house. We wash our own clothes. My mom didn't iron. She didn't. I mean, when I was younger, she did. But as I got older, you guys got your own room. You figure it out. You go make up your bed. Man, I watched my mom tie the tar bucket and pulled it up on the roof. We helping her, and I watched my mom tar the roof. Like my mom was that, man. Like I watched her do that, and while I gave my mom a lot of trouble. And that's her story to tell, and I always go at her about, I don't want her telling the story and talking bad about me or whatever, because I did give her trouble, and I gotta stop that. But she's always tried to make it right for whatever her shortcomings may have been. And also as a mother, it could be, I'm a firstborn, man. Like, your firstborn child, he's always attached to his father. I always talk about my father, but I don't highlight my mom. And my mom gave me the name Queenzflip. She gave me Queens. She added Queens to flip. My mom started my business, T-Flip LLC. Like, she did a lot. I think that what I was holding on to was the lack of attention that she gave me as a child. And I held that against her. And I lashed out. But I used that to manipulate the situation too.
Yes.
I used that against her to get what I want at the time.
Okay.
Because if I think about it, she let me drive the car. I was in high school with a car. I crashed the car. She got another one and allowed me to do that. She did what she can do to just keep me happy and keep peace in the house because I was a kid running around and acting crazy. She paid all those tickets that I had, like $25,000 in tickets as a kid.
Yes.
The sign said don't park here, and I would just still park there to go to school. I was just doing a bunch of stuff, and I would mask it with you weren't there for me the way I wanted you to be there for me.
Okay.
And that was now when I think about it now I'm talking about it wasn't right. Because even up to this day she's one of my saviors. Up to this day my mom is my savior. Yo, I need this, I need that, I need that, and she's gonna come. Yo, you okay? Yo, you know what I mean? And I guess I get a little bit aggravated because I don't want her to come to my rescue too much. But she did a lot. She did a lot for me, and I don't acknowledge that. My father's just, I think that we gravitate to people, and this is why I think I'm a hypocrite. I think I gravitate to my dad because he was the I love you son. I hug you. My dad would cook 4 meals for all his children. 4 meals. My mom didn't cook. Mom hardly gave me a hug. My dad hugged, I love you. My dad would take my school shirt and wash it on the little, the wrinkly thing and wash it with his hands and then iron it. Is that in my mom's house? I had to go get dressed myself. She has to go to work after she has to go to school. She was going for her master's. But as a kid, you're not acknowledging that. As a kid, I'm not saying that this woman worked so hard to get us here. Like, my mom didn't cook, but then how did I eat? But I ate food because my mom provided food for us.
She had to.
Exactly. So, and it's wrong now when I think about it to compare my mom and my dad. But I did that a lot. And I do that a lot. And I think it's unfair to her. It's just my dad is my man. That's my guy. Yo, I cry now about my dad. That's just one of my closest people. I call him daddy. That's my man. But when I do that, I take away from my mom, and that's what as I got older, I noticed, and I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to do it. So, and I want to right my wrong. Same thing with my brother relationship. Me and my brother, we that's my man. I love my brother, but because of our relationship as a kid, I think that he feels how he feels towards me, and no matter how many apologies that I give him, no matter what I try to do, it doesn't matter. He's into his own life. We're not close how brothers should be, and I think that bothers me a little bit. But my parents told me you got to accept that. He'll come around whenever he's ready or whatever he wants. I mean, I talk to him, he see me as my man. I love him to death, but it's just not what it should be as brothers. And I take the blame.
Were you fighting?
I did a lot to him. A lot. I did a lot to him.
What is the age difference?
2 years. 2 years and 2 days apart. I'm July 29th, he's July 31st.
So from his perspective,
I did a lot to him. I can't even lie. It's no excuse. It bothered. Why I did it, I don't know. Like, that's a whole deeper thing to get into. Maybe I wanted to be the only child. Who knows? If you think from I just was mean to my brother. I was real mean to him, and it's not right. I mean, I see him. I try to talk to him and stuff like that. He talks to me, and he's proud of me. But a relationship is not what it is with two brothers. It's not that. It's just not. Like, he always, even when I react, I know he's expecting me to be this way.
yeah.
So if I react, if I fall out with somebody, if I fall out with my son, if I fall out and he's there, he's just like, I expect that from you. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing. But go back to my mom. You go to my brother in a little bit, but go to my mom, it's just more like, I've taken so many credit. I just taken a lot of credit from her. And even that, like, she does the streaming thing. She does different things. And I remember even sometimes, like, I tell her, like, I don't want you involved in what I do. I don't want you involved in the podcast. I don't want you to comment. I remember one time she commented on the podcast and said that, she said a line that, what she said, buyer's remorse. Now, I don't know what that means.
She said what?
Buyer's remorse.
Okay, which means?
She was saying that my employer at the podcast, Joe Budden, did he have buyer's remorse? She was just explaining some things that I don't understand, because I don't speak to my mom about my business. And when she said that, I remember some people being like offended. But I always told my mom, do not talk about, just because you're my mom, don't talk about anything that I'm doing. Don't comment on it. I don't need you to do that, because I know people. You're my mother. You're going to say something to make it seem like something else, and then I'm going to get mad at the person, because if the person disrespect my mother,
Okay.
I'm on them. You understand what I'm saying? And as my mom, you can't put me in that position. So, like, even though, so I'm thinking about the ups and downs that we have, like, while she's there for me, I do get frustrated about that. But then, like, I come to realize that your mom is your mom. She's just proud of you, and there should be a better way to convey the message.
this is really, I think you touch about really the key, how to convey the message. At the same time, you talked about how did you perceive your mom as a child, your dad, and it's amazing, as much as they love us, yes, they're not always attending to what exactly we need the way we wanted them to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But they are carrying their own baggage, their own history, their own way of philosophy. And think about your mom. I mean, she could not be just as kind of maybe a kind of like kind, gentle, loving as your dad. He was not living with you, you said.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So he was just getting you whenever, he was able to get you, giving you the love. Your mom had to wake up, go to work. Probably she had so much on her mind, so much stress. So she had to do what she had to do because the circumstances led her to be like this. And now later on in life, you said, wow, I should give her more credit. Now, to whoever it is, to your dad, nobody should judge anyone. Not your dad, not your mom. You're a parent yourself. And now your kids might judge you in a certain way, your wife might judge you, but you came very clearly and said, I'm trying to come with pure intention, with doing the best I can. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And now, as we grow up, we can say, wow, I need to respect other people. I need to not judge them. I need to have a better understanding about their own struggles. And rather than reacting to their inability to take care of whatever we need, we should learn how to communicate that. Now, in a kind way, in a caring way, in a compassionate way. And obviously, as kids, we don't have that capacity. So we rebel, we fight to get attention, we scream, we even fight with our parents, with our siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like a challenging way, but it's important to have that perspective, at least to have a buy-in to be in a better mindset. So rather than again react, to be more mindful, yes, toward them. That's part of the work of the anger management, emotional regulation. How can we regulate that?
I think that the anger is passed down. Though. A lot of things is trauma, trauma over the years, and I just feel like it's wrong to hold things over your parents' head, especially if they're still in your life and they're still helping. I think that that's a manipulation tactic, and I mean, a couple of times I did that. You know what I mean? I did. I was doing that, like, and my mom. Man, I do appreciate her. But to go back is like, I gave so much trouble that she had to sign me up for the school that I went to. And maybe it's an intention thing, because going to Carmel, like I said, they were there. They took their time. Smaller classes. The max student, we had like 15 to 20 kids max in the class. Like, it was just more hands-on. They would cook dinner. I remember I would stay there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They would make dinner for the after-school program. Like, this school, Caribbean-based. And I gave a lot of trouble there, though. And they didn't judge me. I said this before, that all the trouble I gave as a kid, whether it's my godmother, whether it's my aunt, like, nobody really wanted me around because of the trouble I gave. I speak to my cousin Easy all the time about it. Like, there's a lot of trouble I gave fighting and trying to fight people, and nobody wanted me around. But this school is like, no matter how much trouble I gave them, they still stuck around and stuck by me. That's how I felt. And that meant something to me. Years and years and years. I mean, as you know, when I got more and more popular, I wanted to pay to fix the school.
Mm.
I didn't want them to sell the building, because of my memories, man. Like, I was fighting people. I was hitting people with sticks. I was sliding down the roof. I was attacking people. I was cursing. I mean, I remember his kid. Shout out to him. I don't know where he is. His name was Shampri, and I did something to him, and his mom got out the car. Was it Shampri? Oh nah, Devon. No, Shampri was another big kid. No, not him. Trevon. I think it's Trevon. And his mom was getting out the car. She was a big lady. And she was coming to the car, but she was walking like this, and I was singing Teletubbies while she was trying to get me. And I remember doing that, just giving that trouble. Shout out to Trevon, though. Shout out to him, I don't know where he is. Another thing that I gave so much trouble that there was a lady, her name was Alicia Barnes, I'll never forget. And her mom slapped me in the 5th grade. And I think I was on the phone disrespecting the lady. Shout out to her, very nice lady. And I was being disrespectful on the phone. And then she came into the school, walked up the stairs. She said, "Are you Trevor?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Did you do something to my daughter?" I think I said something sarcastic, and she slapped me. Bow, 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 bow. Now, it's a parent slapping a kid, Caribbean. My mom, her first response would always be, "What did he do to deserve that?" But my aunt on my father's side, my auntie Erica, she didn't like that. She was like, "You can't say that. This is your son. He got slapped. You should be protecting him." And I understood because I used to bring that up to my mom a lot as a talking point, but I understood why she did what she did. Like, you were giving me so much trouble. And I met this lady. The lady was going through what she was going through. Seeing this nice lady, I can't imagine. I could only imagine what you've done to push this lady to that limit. And I did. I was rude on the phone. I told her SMD or something like your daughter. I said something about her daughter too. I think what happened between me and Alicia is that somebody pushed me into her and our lips touched. And very nice girl though, very pretty at the time. I don't know if she looked now, shout out to her. But then we were like, this is crazy, child. Her mother slapped me, her mother slapped me, my aunt got upset, and my aunt was upset at my mom because they felt like my mom wasn't protecting me. They were mad at my mom for real. Like, you didn't protect him. You made it okay for this lady to slap him. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned you gave your mom so much troubles that the default was, "Oh, you're a troublemaker."
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
So, and again, there was this kind of like a cycle in which you deserve it, man. You better behave.
I think that where we come from, though, people, where we come from, a lot of people live by the rule it takes a village to raise a child. So, my mom, I don't think my mom minded anyone disciplining me. I mean, she protected me, yes. And that's where I get the lines blurred, right? She protected me always. But she did need the help. Because when it came to my dad, I was extremely respectful, and that's my man. She needed the help, so I don't think she minded anybody, like, because she always had to come. They always calling her about TJ. Like, "Oh, TJ did this, TJ did that, she's coming." Y'all remember being a kid in a white wall like this, in an orange marker. My mom told me to go lay down. She was with her Catholic friends. There was a Jesus picture and a cross here. I wrote, "Suck my dick." And my aunt, shout out to my Aunt Karen. These people, what? I wrote that at like 5, 6 years old. I wrote that on the wall. In an orange marker, white wall. These people are God-fearing people. Like, stuff like that. I understand my mom. Like, who does that? Like, stuff. If my mother wanted to kill me and the lady was like, don't do that, Marie. It's okay. But who does that? Why would I even do that? Why would I write that on these people's wall? And it's wrong. So I say that to say, like, when it came down to it, she needed the help. She didn't mind the help of somebody helping her discipline her son because I was giving trouble. She didn't allow anybody to mistreat me or push. I'm not going to do that, no. that's what happened. Even one time, my mom, I remember this. My mom, we had one of them, I think Ford station wagons. She said, "Don't touch don't touch the car. Don't." The car was running. I put the car in drive. My mom had to run and put the car in park and almost crash.
Yeah.
Like that's wickedness, yo. That's wicked. That's not good. Like now I'm thinking about it. That wasn't like why I did that to my mom. You know what I'm saying? And then I get so not now, but at the time I was mad at her and holding things against her. Like, you did this, but I gave her trouble.
Yeah, you gave her a lot of trouble, and I just wanted to kind of take a kind of an angle
Sure.
of that, and no judgment. Obviously, I mean, when parents love the kids, they do whatever they can to educate them
Yeah.
in the way that they think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you were a big case,
Yes.
you know, that she didn't know how to handle. Not only that, there was an element that you mentioned. There was a lot of discipline, not only from your mom or the environment, the school. That was the culture around.
Mm-hmm.
And as kids later on, we see that this is part of of the way that we relate to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get what you want, I'm gonna retaliate. I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna be violent even.
Yeah.
Then what happened later on in life, when we encounter situation that we don't get what we want,
Mm-hmm.
we need to manipulate. Consciously or unconsciously, we are going to use some of these strategies,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes by force. Yes? And it creates such a strong imprint of emotional connection of a particular behavior and a reaction. And that's related to uncomfortable emotions and to anger. And what I want us maybe to focus more about situation today, yes, that maybe you encounter that really led you to react in such a powerful way that ultimately, again, led you to get what you try to get what you want, but ultimately you've done that in a way that it was aggressive and unfortunately destructive. Can you think about maybe some situations?
Okay, so the question is, can I think of something recently that makes me react the way I react?
Yeah.
Mm. It's a lot of things. I don't know where to start. I mean, there's so many things that happen that makes me react. How makes me react with anger. It's a lot of things. I don't know. Too many things to like as far as today, right? You're talking about like today.
Recent, you can bring any situations that you can bring up recently. Anything at all?
Just ask that question one more time.
Can you bring any kind of situation recently that you have a memory of?
No, like because if I would have to do that privately on camera, it's too many things that's involved with.
Okay.
There's two situations I could think of, and one just too many people involved in these things. But I can. So there's a video right now online of me. Just recently, I filmed it the other day. and a guy, he was recording me, just holding the camera
On the street, he
on the
just
street. Yeah,
he
in the
just-
corner. So like,
Yeah.
I'm right here. He's just all the way over there, just recording. So apparently he spoke to my team earlier. I didn't know that, but he was recording me in the corner. Now usually, I just want to say for the record, he's not wrong for recording me. He can record me anytime he wants. I think what it is for me is that a lot of times people record me from the side and then they post me on the internet and they say funny things about me. You know, look at this guy, he looks stupid. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at so I wanted to tell him like, yo, because they usually record me that same way, like hiding, recording, and then like with a smirk. So in my head, I'm like, yo, you recording me. You know, you don't record me. You know what I mean? Because he didn't want to be on camera. So I said, well, you recorded me, so I'm going to record you. But I didn't feel a way about it because the guy seemed cool. He knew the guy that I was with. He seemed understanding. He was just cool. But when we got into a dialogue about the recording, he said he didn't record me. But when I walked up to him, I saw his phone with the record screen on the camera. I saw his phone like this.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw the numbers. I saw it.
Yes.
So I'm like, bro, but I'm telling him, like, he said, no, I didn't do it. I wasn't recording you. Because that's how we are in the hood. You know, he doesn't want to make himself seem like a groupie, a fan. But I'm like, yo, you recording me, but it's okay. I wasn't mad because he wasn't hostile initially.
Yeah.
But he was telling me, yo, I don't want to be on camera and stuff like that. So I'm like, but you were recording me.
Yes.
You were recording me, I'm recording you back. So you're not allowed to record. Not that he wasn't allowed to record me, but I don't want you to record me while hiding in the corner. If you're going to record me, I prefer you to do this so I can hear you. But that's not his fault. That's just trauma that I've went through while being on the internet.
Yeah.
You will see somebody in the corner recording you, or you
Yes.
wouldn't even know they're recording you, and then they write something. So that's not his fault. That's mine. So I did that, and then he was telling me, yo, my flash wasn't on. He said, do you see my flash on? I'm like, what? And he yelled, you see my flash on? Nah, I don't like that. You're yelling at me based off of a character that you watched. I'm not even yelling. I don't want you to talk aggressive. To me, I didn't like that. So once he did that, I said, yo, I don't know you. Da-da-da, I don't know you. You playing on me, I don't know you. Then he said, yo, I'll slap you. That's what he told me. But I'll still slap you though, and took off his hoodie. And I said, hold on. So I went to go take my phones and put it in the car because in my mind, I wanted to escalate the situation because now you have to show me you're going to slap me. And the reason I put my phones in the car because somebody even asked, like, why you didn't give your phones to the people? Like I had my friend there, like he was outnumbered tremendously. Number one, number two, I had my friend there, Bino. Shout out to Bino. I'm not gonna get Bino my phone because Bino needs to be there. JR has the camera. And then last time, one of my main issues on the Parkway was having my phone in my hand. So I said, hold on. I put my phone in the car. Then I walked back to him, and then I heard Bino say to me, yo, let it go. Just let it go. And then the Shadow Dawn said, yo, let it go. Don't do that. And then I didn't realize.
So the intention was what?
My intention was to try to fight him.
To get to fight him.
Yeah, in my mind. Because you have to show me you're going to slap me now.
Okay.
You can't just say you're going to slap me. Because I felt at that moment, he didn't have to say, I'm going to slap you.
Okay.
Like, what are you telling me you're going to slap me for? You have to show me you're going to slap me. So then, I didn't see this in person because I wasn't watching. Because it's a trick I do. I walk up slow, like, yo, come on, what up? And then I'm on the move. Bino said, yo, don't do it. Shadow Dawn said. So when I watched the footage back, he had his hand in his pocket. And he was like, yo, save his life, yo, save. I thought he was saying something else, but he was telling him, yo, save his life, yo, save his life. And I'm like, so in my head, I'm like, when I watched it, that frustrated me. Because I wish I would have, at the time, I wish I would have heard that. Because I would have, and this is the ignorant part, I would have wanted him to show me what he meant by that. Like, what you mean save my life? I should save my life. But I was so fixated on what my man Bino was saying to me that God or whatever higher being made me not hear that in person. I thought he was saying something else.
What did you think? What did you think? You heard?
I don't know, but I didn't hear him say. In person, I didn't hear him say save his life. I remember zoning out right there. Like if you watch the footage, I remember just standing there like what, like just thinking like how I'm gonna. Because in my mind, I'm coming up with a plan on what I'm gonna do. Right, that's my mind. In that moment, the ignorant side is like, what am I gonna do to him? I got my man here, I got JR here. I know how them. I don't know Shadow Dawn. We're in this neighborhood. I know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, when I watched the footage, he had his hand in his pocket to save his life, and I saw that, and that frustrated me.
So what frustrated you? I mean,
Like the nerve of you to say save my life. Like what?
and what did he mean by save your life?
He was telling them like, don't let me approach him. Apparently,
Because they should save your life, otherwise he is going to kill you.
yeah, or do whatever. I don't know, kill, but whatever.
I
he
mean,
do.
whatever, it's gonna
Yeah,
hurt
yeah,
you,
yeah,
of course.
try to hurt me.
yes.
Yeah.
So, but for you at that particular moment, your instinct was, I'm gonna prove this person wrong, or I'm gonna beat him up,
I'm gonna try to attack him. Yes.
gonna attack him.
Yeah, that was in my mind, to be honest. And I remember watching it back before I put it out and being frustrated, like, oh, he said that. What are you talking? But here's the problem. Here's the thing. The thing is, I'm so happy to have Bino and JR there because they're just like, yo, calm down. What are you doing? And even him, man, shout out to him because he didn't mean anything by it. It's just me being on guard. Like, he wasn't saying anything because he approached my team with kindness. Like, yo, you got a business card? He asked JR about the business card. And he said he was familiar with me. I know who you are, but it's the same laugh and look that they do. Like, when they see me, they go to the corner, they laugh, and they like this. So now they're recording and saying something I can't hear them, but they're saying something to the camera about me. I have like 40 videos, like 40 to 50 videos of that happening. I could play one right now. I could play one right now. Not an insult, but I could play one right now that just shows, or you can hear what's going on. Hold on, let me see. Queenzflip. Boom, boom. I'm gonna play one right now for you of just how it is. That's it. Queenzflip. I don't know what it filter. Let me see. Sorry, give me a second. I want to play one. Just what they do when I'm not looking. 2 seconds. All right, Harlem. So it's something that happens. How do you find the shorts, man? The short section. Oh, here you go. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. I just watched it this morning.
It's 45.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop right now.
You're good. Just letting you know.
Thank you, E. I just want to play this part. Oh, here you go.
Queens? My boy Flip's out right there. What is it, Queenzflip? Something like that? Yeah.
So you see, I'm not looking.
Man told me what this guy running for mayor. That's my boy Queenzflip or something like that.
Or something like that. So they do stuff like that. I mean, that was a nice way. But so when they usually do that, so with him now, I'm doing that. But that was like divine intervention. I mean, like I was mad, I felt the way, but I'm no longer mad at him.
At that particular moment, so how it evolved? What did you stop just before?
Well, Bino stopped me. Bino and JR stopped me and said, yo, bro, you got too much to lose. Just come on and go ahead. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. You got too much to lose. Let's go.
So be wise.
Be wise. And shout out to him. You know, I want to shout the guy out because I understand. Like, I understand, like, you know, you sitting here, I'm recording you because I'm probably a supporter if I am recording. You're trying to put me on blast. He probably felt I was trying to embarrass him. You're trying to do that. Then you, like, we all have egos. We have egos, and the male ego is fragile. And I understand him. I was wrong for that. Man, I escalated that situation when I didn't have to. And that's what I want to avoid. If Bino wasn't there, my son is going to follow what I do. So my son and I will be there.
Okay.
If Bino wasn't there, it would have, in my mind, it's a trick that I do. I do this little walk, like my head down, my hand like this. Oh, okay. And then I attack. That's what I was planning on doing. Like, all right, hold on. I'm putting my phone down. I got you. So you come up, it's disarming. But, you know, he had his, I didn't even notice his hand was in his pocket. But he's not wrong either. And I want to shout out to him. I want to salute him and give him love because he also could have took it somewhere else and he just went on his way. And I was wrong in that situation. Everybody should not get treated the same way based off my experience. Everybody should not get treated the same way based off of my trauma that I'm experiencing outside. I should have just saw him, salute him, and kept it moving and say, I appreciate you, man, even if he says something smart, man. So I have to find a way to navigate through that.
This is a great example, and you're lucky, of course, not to get into that any trouble. And you're lucky that you had all these people around you that supported you or just directed you. But it's a good opportunity to realize that people are going to behave in whatever way, whatever intention that they have. He saw someone well-known, he wanted to take a picture, photos, videos, he just in his own way. You obviously, you didn't like that. For whatever reason, you didn't like that. And then after that, things escalated, exchanges some words, and but ultimately, in the end, like you said, whatever he does, whatever he did, that's his own issue. How do you perceive that, and how do you reply, or how do you respond? This is about you. This is who do you want to be? Is the behavior that you're going to conduct yourself, would it be beneficial for you? Would it be wise? Or going to give you more trouble? And luckily, I mean, you just stopped just before. Thank you. Okay.
See you soon.
See you.